So what he's trying to say now is, I'm sorry, what he's trying to say now, I'm looking at you, I don't want to face him. What he's trying to say, what he's trying to say now is Chelsea is a bigger team than Liverpool. Because I remember when we wanted to sign Caicedo and they were going for Lavia. And then they left Lavia deal, that was 50 million. And went for Caicedo and then increased the money from 80 million Chelsea was bidding, we were bidding for. And went for 105. And then Chelsea signed Caicedo, still went back to sign his Lavia.
We're not talking about 50 million pounds player, man. We're talking about
I'm telling you that it shows the levels. It shows the level that Chelsea have over you. The player that you was agreeing deal with cancelled you and then said he's coming to Chelsea.
No, these are different scenarios. Let's
not
even go into
explain to me.
This scenario, we are talking about a player who is coming to a team that has won the Premier League already. Let me tell you, if a player wants to make a decision in making big moves, for instance, what will make an Alexander Isak consider Liverpool? First of all, Liverpool just won the Premier League. Okay. And they have a stable setup. Okay. And if Liverpool is coming for you, it shows you they have a plan for you. And if you notice, most of the moves that Liverpool has made this season is a clearly thought out moves. They don't just make moves because Todd Boehly will wake up in the morning and just hear about one player and make a call and he will sign him. The coach is involved. There is a football team setup led by Edward alongside Hughes, who is the club football director. They make decisions via calculations. They calculate the form of the player, how you will be able to fit into the setup. And Isak is it will be a fantastic buy.
If Isak should come into the picture.
The thing is that Darwin Núñez is no longer part of the plans.
Yeah.
As at the middle of the season,
that's what I want to say.
With what you played last season, with your formation last season, I'm not coming, maybe you're going to tweak anything this season again also. With your formation last season, how does Isak and Ekitike fit into this team?
Definitely fine. Beautiful. I love that question.
Okay.
The thing is that
Darwin Núñez will first of all go out of
Darwin Núñez is on sale. Yeah. Because Liverpool had made several discussions with Napoli on selling him. The man is on his way out. Let me even tell you, Arne Slot, I think before the Everton game, I can't remember the game, Aston Villa game, there was a game he played and they were relying on him to score goals. He failed. And you could see Arne Slot's expression that he has already given up on Darwin Núñez. That one is out of the window. And unfortunately, Diogo Jota has passed on.
Yeah.
So we have to attack players that needs to be replaced in that team. So what do? You sign 2 attackers because Darwin Núñez is out. Jota has just passed on. So we need 2 attackers in that team. Ekitike can play from the left. Even Luis Diaz has already said that he wants to leave. Yeah. We had to say no. We are not selling him because we thought that Jota was still going to be around. We just needed one more striker to replace Darwin Núñez. But we have to lap gap in that team. Ekitike can play from the left. Florian Wirtz behind. Isak, good to go on the number 9 position.
Already arranged in your head.
And the thing is that as a team who's going to challenge for the Premier League, you need to have options.
Okay, I like to place this on Olamide on this part now. Let's talk about club sides. Silva rightly wrote off Manchester United, but we've seen them not on the. You're writing off the transfer on the transfer.
Yes, on this transfer.
Now, but we've seen them not competing in the high level like in the Champions League, but they still got the likes of Casemiro. He made a move, Matis De Ligt, a world-class player in the defense line, if you know. And then there's this man from Paris Saint-Germain that made a move in the midfield. I can't recall his name now. That does the job. Ogate. Is this to say that Isak, I'm just saying, Matheus Cunha, big man, even though we know he's not competing at the high level, Brian Bremo has just joined them, still saying they are off. Is this to say that Man United cannot get a player like Isak and possibly get to build more to take to the next phase?
Of course, Man United, if we are looking at the financial
because people
side,
sound like people are writing them off entirely.
See, I'm not writing Man United off. That's what I'm saying. If Man United are looking at rebuilding the team, I don't know how they can get Isak. But financial-wise, Man U has the money to buy this guy. But how do you want to convince him? He's in a team that's looking at, personally, he's looking at European glories. He wants to be in the Champions League. He wants to win the big trophies. But if you go to Manchester United, at least for the next one season, you are not even sure of winning any trophy. For now, to be let's be realistic, because of the firepowers that all these majority of these top teams in EPL are now acquiring into their arsenal now. They want to really win. At least these 4 teams now, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City and Chelsea, realistically they should be able to go for even in the Champions League as well. But Man United is way behind. Even in the team, organization wise, they are not even organized yet.
No,
so what I'm saying is that it will be very hard for Man U to convince Isak
to leave a Champions League
leave
playing.
Man United is out of the
and leave an offer
as far as
from
Isak is
Liverpool.
concerned.
It will be
Isak,
very hard for them.
Even before
Isak
Isak made his move to Newcastle, he has always been a Liverpool fan.
Okay, let's leave that.
He has even
let's
said that
go
he's a
that.
Liverpool
Let's talk
fan.
about
He
something
has
else.
done it openly.
Let's
before
talk
even
about the man.
joining Newcastle
See,
United.
any player can
That's
tell you
enough.
that they love
See,
it. That's how players.
Everybody can tell
Look
you.
at Rashford.
Madueke said the
Madrid.
biggest team in London is Chelsea. And when he went to Arsenal, he said
See,
Arsenal has
that's how
been
it
his
Well,
boy.
You can see.
we saw Marcus Rashford telling the president of Barcelona that he wanted to play Man United all his football career.
Yeah, he said so.
Man United has always been his option, but funnily things didn't turn that way. He's just coming to Barcelona.
Let's talk about one man. Let's talk
football.
about one man who has been on the social media page yesterday. I'm trying to see if I can do that, but it feels like it's not working out. He's just there. Everyone is talking about one man. I call him a beast. He knows all about the goals. Victor Gyökeres, a big Swedish international. I'm sorry, a very quality player. That's a word. I like to use the word quality. He's good in what he does. He's Swedish. He knows how to get to score all of these goals for himself. Now, looking at Victor Gyökeres now, what's the next move? Arsenal finalizing the deal, and that one is a very big move. Okay, everyone is doing that. I can see that on social media. It's out there. People, even husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, everybody is doing. But let's talk about Gyökeres. The man I talk about, Ekitike, that's the name. I talk about Isak. I'd like to start with you. Do you have a fear for this man?
I think
Will it be a good signing, first of all, for Arsenal?
Yeah, it will be a good signing because I've always been on the opinion that Arsenal needs to sign a striker who can score 25 goals.
Okay, and he can guarantee you that?
Yes, he's a player who can guarantee that. And the only thing that will stop him from getting that number of goals is injuries. And of course, he's 28. That means I hope Arsenal will have a plan to make sure that he doesn't fall victim of injuries. They don't overuse him. Their target is to win the Premier League. If they put that in focus ahead of every other competition and make sure that Gyökeres is available for all the crucial Premier League games, I guarantee you that Gyökeres will give them the necessary goals and give them a chance of winning the league title. But unfortunately, at the time I get carried away, play him even in Brighton games, Sunderland, just be playing because he's scoring goals for fun. And that would be too risky because everybody knows that he's the killer man and he will be the prime target. Everybody will be looking forward to make sure that they put him out. And if they put him out, that will scatter the plan. Because the plan is to get a top striker. And it's good that he even wants to join Arsenal. He made everything to join Arsenal. So that means he loves the club. He wants to prove a point.
He's passionate about Arsenal.
He's happy to join Arsenal. And he's going to exhibit that on the pitch. I feel for all the defenses in England.
That sounds like an analyst from you, bro.
I feel for Manchester United, who's going to be the first victim.
So now let me say what. Let me say what.
What's on your mind?
See, if we want to talk about these players that are moving to Premier League from other leagues, is they should understand how the league works. This is it now. Most of these big teams, the Sunderland that are coming, they will not play ball with you. They won't come outside to face you.
Teams,
I'm talking about these low block teams, this West Ham. They will not come outside. They will not sit. They will not come outside and play with you. They will always defend. Now, this is what I'm trying to say. This guy have not played football like that.
What do you mean he's not played football like that?
What I'm trying to say is you've not.
He's played against
a weekend. No, I'm not saying he will not play. I'm saying week in, week out. Maybe you're having these small fixtures. Maybe the small team like 5 straight games, and the all 5 straight games, all of them are sitting back. They are marking just you because they know you can do this work.
We said this about Haaland.
Okay,
we said this.
When he came newly,
we said it about Haaland. Okay, Haaland is this, is that, is not that flexible. It's just teams would try to play low block, and we know he's not that skillful with the ball, he's not that technical. But he delivered, and this is a very strong player.
He can beat
you one-on-one. We saw what he did against Manchester City. He has proven himself over and over and over. If it was easy for strikers to always score goals in the in the Portuguese league, every other strikers will have his goals.
Anyway,
we should know that he's outstanding. That's why
for the Portuguese league, and the story is tomorrow is not
Which one
good.
they put to play?
Darwin Nunes, he was the highest goal scorer this season. We bought him.
Luis Diaz came from there. Ronaldo came from there. Bruno Fernandes came from there.
No, but it's about that. We've seen players.
They are two.
It's from the La Liga.
La Liga. He showed him and he delivered. It's just about the player.
I just think we just get these guys.
He's going to give a good number of goals to Arsenal, but I don't guarantee his goals leading Arsenal to any trophy.
Let me ask you
what I'm trying to say.
His goals definitely will.
Okay,
because if you look at
it, before the season, Arsenal have always been second.
Yes.
Coming second, like second fiddle. Yeah. What has been the talk from every Nigerian or every man that knows about? They say they need what?
They need the striker.
To do what?
To win the league. Let me explain. Let me explain to you. When they were saying Arsenal need a striker to win the league, this was the time that a team like Chelsea wasn't performing. Team like Chelsea were going through those transitioning
when
from
Chelsea start performing?
Chelsea
did they perform well last season?
Let me explain.
I
want to explain what.
Okay.
Let me explain. The past 3 seasons that let me explain something to you. Let me explain.
Conference league.
Let me.
They are one of the reasons why
they've always been the favourites in the conference league. But this one is now stroking their egos.
Why? Christ.
They won the season tournament. All of a sudden, the Premier League winning team.
The past 3 seasons, Arsenal finished second. Chelsea was under a transition. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay. But now they are already finding their feet in the Premier League back. And then they are making intentional signings. No, calm down. They are making intentional signings now. And then Liverpool are not even playing. They are there. They want to get a sack now after getting Nketiah. They bought Florian Wirtz. They bought Kekes. They replaced Frimpong with they replaced Alexander Arnold with Frimpong. And you see what Liverpool are signing, intentional players. And you see go to teams like Manchester City. They are not even playing. They are buying serious signings. And you see these teams, what they are signing, just still going for Xavi Simons and other players too for the team. So it shows that these other teams now are now ready to play. Those 3 years that Arsenal finished second was their chance to win the league.
Well, Liverpool was there. Manchester
City was
there.
They lost that chance.
See, if we are saying that, let's be realistic.
They start first of the table to maybe like the last 3 weeks, the first 2 times they bottled the league. They start on the top for till maybe like a month, and then they drop, and then Man City won the 2 of them. Then last season that Man City was out of form, that they were supposed to do, really, Liverpool won it from them. So
Liverpool was doing well, so you can't see when other teams are doing well. You can't blame yourself. Didn't the other 19 teams? Why didn't we win it? Why didn't we win it? We started on 0 points. At a particular point, we were second. So that means we go to the league too.
Because this is a team that is on the verge of making their 50th signing.
You want the
you don't understand what
how would you make up to 50 signings and
let's go back to what you said. Let's go back to what you said. By arithmetic, we are most likely to win it if we consider how we've played in the last 3 seasons. Wait, even by
most likely to finish second.
Calm down. By numbers. By the numbers we pulled in the last 3 seasons, by our goals, by our points and everything, and what this guy has been doing for Sporting, if you add the 2 together, of course we will exceed what we have been doing. So arithmetically, we are close to doing this thing. We are closer than what you think.
Let's not
forget. Let's be realistic. It's not about not liking the club. We've always been saying that Arsenal need a striker. Then we have a striker. You said we don't still have a chance. No, come on.
Okay.
I don't say you don't have a chance. I'm not saying.
Let's say this. Let's say this. We know about football and restructuring. Let's give an example of Liverpool, the glorious Salah time, Sadio Mane, and also Firmino. You know, was a Jurgen Klopp. We saw they ruled the world at some point. Was it 2019 winning the Champions League? They ruled 2019, right? Yeah. They ruled the world, and later on it felt like it was fading off. Yeah. The manager knew he needed to restructure, and that's what I feel Arsenal is trying to do at this point in time. Now let's talk about Saka, Martinelli, Kai Havertz. Now with this Arsenal getting to bring in some players like the likes of Noni Madueke, Saka could still I'm just thinking, are you not looking at it that Arsenal is trying to restructure? Because let's look at it from every ramification. Now, the midfield, the goals will be made. He might not be fast and patient like he should be in the Premier League, but he's very sensitive, and I know he's going to come up. That's a Christian Norgard. He just got Mosquera some days, yesterday or thereabout. Now, there's also, what's the name, Merino on the depth row. Saka, Madueke. Who's saying Madueke cannot start with Saka? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, Arsenal, we should give them some credit.
I think what we've done is that.
Now, Martin Odegaard. If Martin Odegaard can be on this A game, you and I know that Victor Gyökeres will score goals.
I want to tell something. Guardiola not won the Premier League without a striker.
He did. No. Okay, Premier League. Yeah,
he has won the Premier League without a striker. Why are people saying for 3 good seasons, Arsenal finished second? They were even top at least for a month before they lost the league, and you are blaming it on strikers.
See, this last season, there was a time Havertz went on injury. Gabriel went on injury. Saka as well. This is not weak. So and we still go to the Champions semi-final. Come on, we're using Merino. This person is a defensive midfielder as a striker, and it wasn't delivering. Now imagine a proven goal scorer with Kai Havertz. See, this guy behind you, Kai Havertz is behind you, Odegaard is behind you, Saka is behind you, Zubimendi is behind you, Declan Rice is behind you, giving you the passes and creating the chances. How come you score when you are not down winning?
In one sentence, let's do it this way. I like to just can go with the last one, Marcus Rashford. I can't wait to talk about Rashford because it's like the next big thing. I'm just saying, let's talk about Alamdi. I'd like to ask you this question face to face. Arsenal, Arteta, on that one at Emirates, and because of the managers that we've seen, looking at the time frame and money spent. Okay. Former sporting director left, Edu. Now you have Andre Beta. Yeah. If Arteta happens to lose this league this time, in the short term,
it should be out. It should be out. He should just leave.
Okay, he should
just walk away.
He
should just walk away and never return.
What happens if Arteta did not win the league?
He should just walk away.
You should not wait for a sack letter.
You should just
You should still give him time because you just bought him. Wait, you just bought him a striker.
Oh, for the first time.
Give him time to acclimatize these players. He just brought his Zubimendi, meaning that he's going to be trying out to see what the options looks like.
It's not like
what if Gyökeres picks up an injury and goes for 6 months? So are you going to blame him for that? If Noni Madueke refused to perform.
Yeah, what kind of prayer is that?
It's not about prayer.
Africa, we always believe in prayer. It's not prayer. It's not prayer. It can happen.
Injury is part of football, which is what we should plan for. So you should plan for that. Gyökeres will injure. You should have your whole team will injure. Plan for that. Always plan for that.
That's why you need to have backup.
When he said Man City won the league without the striker, do you know how many players who were giving them 10 goals? In that attack, you could have Foden will score 10, Silva will score 10, there was this Riyad Mahrez will score 10. So that's good enough. You don't need a top 9. If all your players in the attack can give you more than 10 goals in a season, you're already good at winning the league. But take a look at Arsenal. Now you're going to bring Gyökeres. That means all the problems.
Are you saying they'll build that team around him? Is that what you're saying? Because he was
in terms of goal scoring, he will have to handle the responsibility.
Jerry, let's be truthful to ourselves. Arsenal is a team that anybody can score.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anybody can score. They've not had a striker who can score 25, 30
That's why it's like that.
Since Aubameyang left.
Oh, okay.
The last player who could do that was Aubameyang.
That's true.
And if they now have that such player, I'm not saying that the likes of Saka should not score. Their goals are needed. But somebody who can guarantee you 25 goals. Yeah. Because one, Gyökeres should be able to score against Man City. He should be able to score against Liverpool. He should be able to score against Chelsea. And when they need a man, because for instance, the way Gyökeres will position himself and score is different from the way Saka will position himself and score.
Yeah, definitely true.
He's a man who understands 18-yard balls. This man, his goals record has
his goals are insane. Yes, let's talk about more transparent news. Quickly, just in case you're joining us, we are the Voice of People TV. This is the weekend kickoff show. And then on this note, basically a transfer show today, like I already told you. Let's talk about one man. He's been in the news. I did see that was a word, like he's been loved in Spain at this point in time. A man who has lost it nationally to say he's 27, Marcus Rashford. Arsene Wenger rightly came out to say to the media, he said, this man on his very A game, he's a declaration to football. The fans should be waiting for him. Now, he has got the club side. I've got Lewandowski, Rafinha. We don't even know what Barca, the coolers, are really cooking at this point. Lamine Yamal is also there. Frankie's in the midfield, Carl Saldo, Dani Olmo, Pedro Gonzalez. They've got a quality team. But Rashford now, he'll still earn £325,000. He took a pay cut because he wants to play the game. Now, number 14, Jesse won. That's the gesture of his icon, Thierry Henry. I like to talk about Rashford in a bit before we leave the show today. Rashford has lost it to the national team. Thomas Tuchel I don't know if his career is going to be revived here. At Aston Villa, he didn't really do so bad, but he's saying something about Man United. Said this club, I still give them the respect. He's on loan, and I feel like he's with an option to increase and also to keep. Are we going to see a revived Rashford come this season? Will he get his team, is Jesse again at the Thomas Tuchel lineup?
I believe Rashford has matured as a player and he has grown. He has learned from everything he has done. I won't say this thing, but he has made his mistakes. He knows what he did, and then he's
time to correct now.
It's time to correct it now. He's 27 already. I think now he's ready for his career now. And if you take it serious, we know the kind of player Rashford is. We know what Rashford can do. So if Rashford is back to his A game in this Barca team that just won that disgraced, I'm not even saying the La Liga, that disgraced Real Madrid last season.
With high margins.
With those numbers. So if this should be in that team now with less of Rafinha and those kind of big players in that team, with the likes of Lewandowski, that will always try to let him understand that you are not a child.
Yeah. It's time to up your game.
It's time to up your game. It's time, don't behave like this. Those people are trying to cover him from the media, and I like the way he's in La Liga now. Those England media press are not helping careers.
Oh, okay.
So he should just go there, revive his career, and surely he will be the World Cup.
You still sound like uncertain. Do you think Rashford will get his shit back in the national team?
Well, I don't think he will.
You don't think he will?
Personally, I think Rashford he's a very good player, but I think he has attitude issues, honestly speaking.
That's why
I've been watching him in recent times. It's like he does not really want to play or something, or maybe he wants everything to. He has this talent, he has it, but in the Barcelona squad, Barca does not. They don't have this individual mindset. They play as a team.
Right.
And if you look at Rashford, it's like he wants to take the shot. He wants to always be under the spotlight. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been watching him in Man U in his last days in Man United. If things are not going his way, he's not running around, he's not marking, he's not doing the extra duties he's supposed to do to cover and everything. Just wants the ball to come to him and he takes the shot. Even if he misses it, you don't really see this kind of. You just see nonchalant attitude. So I think if he wants to survive in Barcelona, he will have to drop all those things and bring himself down and play as a team guy and just try and revive his career. Maybe he might have an opportunity.
This same thing happened. It happened to I think Chelsea team after Chelsea won the Premier League with Jose Mourinho. That season that they sacked Jose Mourinho, that Eden Hazard was playing nonchalantly. Everybody was they were playing against the coach. So Rashford, I think Rashford and Ten Hag with Sancho were having an issue then. So I think that was one of the reasons why Rashford was not happy. The dressing room was disorganized. So if he's walking to a team that with this kind of dressing room and he's not the academy boy here, he's not the superstar here. He's a new player. You will surely calm down and play football. Okay. You won't just bring your ego to.
All right. So let's hear from Jerry about Rashford. If he respects him.
I think in the case of Rashford, he needs a father figure and a coach.
Man management.
Yes, man management is the issue that Rashford has been suffering. Because if you take a look at his trajectory, I think it was under was it Josip or Louis van Gaal?
Louis van
Gaal. And of course, take a look at the quality of a coach like Louis van Gaal. He's more or less like a father figure.
Right.
But successive managers where he has failed to shine. Man United have hired managers who don't know how to manage young talent. Take a look at Erik ten Hag, the way he handled Cristiano Ronaldo and so on and so forth. Even Ruben Amorim has proven to be a bad man manager. He's been throwing a lot of players under the bus. Once the player has an issue, he just throws the players under the bus. And then that's going to hurt him on the long run, because how many players are you going to buy and continue to change when they have certain issues? Because if you take a look at Rashford, his personal life, he has had a breakup in and out with his childhood love, which of course is well publicized, and of course that can also bring a distraction for a player like him. He's still very young. He needs a good man manager. Unfortunately, he has not enjoyed that at Manchester United. But Hansi Flick, I'm not really sure. But Hansi Flick has proven to manage young talent and manage talent to become great players. But not really great.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So it's now left for him, for Marcus Rashford, to be noticed and be given that extra help mentally. Maybe have a therapist who works with him, a football therapist who works with him, manage him and know his real issues and treat him like a son. Yeah. Manchester United has not been treated like a son, which was the time he really blossomed and did very well for Manchester United. If they handle his personal issues very well, his management very well, Marcus Rashford can be that great player he has always been. And he's in a club side where he's seen a lot of examples who are going to show him the way to play on the pitch. he should stay away from the clubs, stay away from the Spanish girls, because they're not going to do him a lot of
Okay,
good.
thank you so much, guys. Quickly, let's wrap up with this. Just straight. I'd like to get your take. What club has done the best transfer so far? Just tell me.
This transfer, I think Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think Arsenal.
Arsenal. You mean sentimental? Are you sure?
No. Apart from that, I think they've done what they need to do.
What they need to do. That's
Backups
the word.
for the wing, for the positions, and just
The
the
only
striker.
great.
What about you, Jerry?
It's always anyway. Liverpool has surprised me. I
Okay.
think I'll give it to Liverpool.
That's why I said Liverpool.
I didn't
because
expect they were gonna spend this
a
much.
league winner will do this.
winning,
Yes,
okay.
a league winner will do this kind of transfer.
This
So
is
I
the
think it's
first time
Liverpool
Liverpool is spending so much.
and they won the league last season. I
Okay,
think
so
that's
guys, thank you so much for being part of the show today. Thank you so much. It was a nice time. It was a nice banter time. And I really do appreciate you. I hope when next I say, come, you're going to come to me, Chelle. Thank you so much. Yes, so back to the show and back to time to leave. Yes, quickly. So you know, a lot of clubs that have done a lot of transfer. Don't forget that City have done so well. Tijan Rangers, Ryan Cherokee, I know quality players. They done so well, not the DVD style. They are so amazing. But regardless, we'll see how it goes. Arsenal, Ekitike, please look out for that guy. Liverpool, very, very quality. Isak, they've got quality team. Isak also for Newcastle. If he stays back, I think he stays more. But Jerry said no, Isak is coming to Liverpool. But let's see how that pans out, because I like to say, the only time you go take, Stammer go coin Papa name. My name is Kizzy K on the weekend kickoff. This is me signing out. And don't forget, I am the only football player without a jersey. We'll see you again when we do this again next weekend. Save.
We encourage you